Hey, how y'all doing? Been a while since we've done one of these videos, but that's okay. I just passed a location, and it reminded me of this verse there in Proverbs 22, verse 28. Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. And where I just passed was the location of where this church has stood long since before I was a little boy. And the property, all the area around that property even, has been bought out by a casino that moved into the area here, and plans to expand. Revenue, tax dollars, yay! We are good for the economy, the community, all this other nonsense. They removed a landmark. They removed a place of worship, a place where God used to be able to work. And they took it away so that they can have their gambling money. They've removed it. I can't stress that enough. It hurt me so much seeing it. I'd heard that they had torn down the church building, turned down all the houses that were in the area here, just so that they can have more room for another casino, another quick get-rich-quick scheme. And let me just say this here real quickly. Gambling is a tax on the mathematically challenged. Okay, you're not supposed to win. The house always has the edge, whether it's scratch-offs, it's the daily pick 4, 7, 3, whatever it is, the Powerball, all this good stuff there. You can't win. Okay, yeah, they're going to let some people win, and they're going to have some large prizes because they want to encourage you to keep coming back, keep giving them your money. But in the process, we're removing God further and further. We're getting further and further away from Him. And it's going to reflect worse in this community. This community is already hurting bad as is that I just come to visit in. And the fewer places we have for God, the fewer places we have to get together with God, the worse it's going to get. Hebrews 10:25 or 10:28. Sorry, my mind is blanking at the moment. Not forsaking the assembling of yourselves together. It's 10:25. I realized that the early church, the Church of Acts, did not have a church house like we've got nowadays. They met wherever they could. They met in houses. They met down by the river, wherever was available. And God has blessed us with having these quote-unquote church houses, these buildings where we can go and worship, these places where we can assemble, where we can come together. And perhaps it's our own fault in the long run, because we've clung so deeply, so strongly to the not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together that we have forgotten that the Great Commission is go, not come, not gather together, but it is go. He told the parable, Jesus told that parable there about the rich man and his servant. He told the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be full. And maybe God is allowing some of these old landmarks to be removed because we're no longer going. We are content to have our clubhouses. And God has decided, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to start removing them. Then what are you going to do? Is your faith really strong enough that you can go ahead and meet in your house? It hurts, church. It hurts. It should hurt our hearts for this to be the case. We're surrendering. God is letting them take. And the enemy's just sitting there rubbing his hands together. I've got you now, my little pretties, and your little dog too. My. The old landmarks are falling. This is the days of Nehemiah. We need to be rebuilding. Are we rebuilding? Something for us to think about, church.